Welcome to eZeLiving.com. Now, as you know, Andy's just moved to Dubai, which means he's pretty clueless about this part of the world.
That's definitely not true, Paul. I have been around the city a couple of times, if you know what I mean.
So, I'm going to help you know what to look for when choosing a new apartment in Dubai.
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome. The first thing to consider is location. Make sure that your new apartment is close to your work. You don't want to spend half an hour of your day traveling to and from work each day.
Now, Paul, I've heard that it doesn't really matter because everybody drives here and petrol is extremely cheap.
That is true, but you don't want to spend 45 minutes in traffic each day. The next thing is to make sure that your place is close to schools. You don't have any kids, do you?
Not that I know of, Paul, but wait, actually, in Bangkok,
Okay, no, stop. That's not for this show.
Okay.
Awkward.
I think his name was Tao.
Once you've found your amazing apartment that's close to work and in some cases schools, you don't really need to consider a place that's close to friends because in a place like Dubai, you'll see them quite often on the weekends.
Well, Paul, that works out excellent for me because I have 0 friends here in Dubai.
I heard YouTube is a good place to make friends.
And MySpace.
And Facebook. If you want to connect with Andy, click on the link down below. Once you've taken care of the location,
Man.
the next thing is cost. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a brand new announcement to make.
What is it, Paul?
This is a buyer's market, which means you don't have to take the base price. When your real estate agent tells you 60,000 dirhams per year, you can normally bargain down to 55, maybe even 50.
Paul, here I heard that you don't actually sign a year lease and you pay monthly, but you do something with checks. What is that?
I shall educate you.
Thank you.
What you do with checks is when your real estate broker asks you for the money, you either go with a 6-month check plan or a 4-month check plan. If he tells you one check for the whole year, he's usually a pretty dodgy real estate agent and don't go with him.
What else, Paul?
Well, once you've decided on your check plan, make sure that those checks are post-dated for the end of first week of the month. This will allow your salary to be transferred to your bank account before the real estate broker banks the check. Once you've taken care of that, the next thing is the facilities.
Now, Paul, Dubai's a pretty new city. It's only about 40 years old, so there are some pretty modern buildings, and on the other hand, some not so modern buildings. So for facilities in my new apartment, what should I look for?
Make sure that your new apartment comes with a gym. Most new modern buildings in Dubai, such as the Marina and Madinat area, have these facilities.
Okay, and what else?
Make sure that your apartment has a pool. Now, I personally haven't seen them, but I hear Jumeirah Lake Towers has some pretty spectacular pools.
I'll have to check those out, man, because I love to have a good backstroke in the morning.
Once you've taken care of that, the next thing is to make sure that your apartment comes with white goods.
What are white goods?
White goods are refrigerators, washing machines, and dishwashers. Make sure your apartment comes with those.
Paul, you have my word that I will find an apartment with white goods. Paul, you've done more than help me. You've helped me find a new life, and more importantly, a new apartment in Dubai. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've helped you as well. Let me know in the comments down below. And remember, if it's not eZe, it's not easy living.